Well, that was pretty weird. Hey, John from Popeyes Postcards. We're going to do a What Sold video. This is the week ending December 4th. As you can see on the screen, a little over $1,400 in sales on eBay. I didn't even bother pulling up a hip postcard. Maybe I'll pause and add that later. 137 orders. That does not include multiple quantity orders. Okay, this has probably been recording. I don't fucking know. I'm a little rusty. So anyway, I just checked hip. I had 13 sales, $132. I'm only going to show you 3. I just don't want this video to last forever. Okay, let's get into it. Sold a map. I bought a Atlas, an 1844 only Atlas. I got it for $8 in an antique mall. This is probably the 7th or 8th. I cut out the individual maps out of the Atlas. If you want to maximize your profit, that's the best way to do it. $50 on this map. I think I am over $800 now on that Atlas. Next, this is Rock Island, Illinois. This is a Gastana College dormitory. I didn't take a best offer. I got that one, and this one went to the same buyer. Got these at the York postcard show. Next is a Santa Christmas greetings. It's a brown old world Santa. Nice. $34.95. And if I took best offers, I don't know. eBay's not showing me this, and I'm not going to put a bunch of effort into giving you the exact price. Usually I send out offers of 10 to 20%, depends on how long the item has been listed. Next is Tama, Iowa. It's a Native Americans. Almost looks like a roadside type of take your picture with a Native American souvenir type photo. It is a real photo. Paid $1 for this at the York postcard show. This one, Ohio West Liberty. It's 2 scenes. It's like a farming scene. Looks like a farming scene. Might be actually like a almost looks like a calliope type of thing. I don't know. Some type of parade maybe. Anyway, I had it up for like $70. A guy contacted me and said, hey, that's just too much. And I agreed with him. He wanted me to make him an offer, and I just told him I had offers available. And he submitted a $25 offer, which was my minimum, and I took it. No clue where this one came from, but it is a real photo, 1907. Oh, I know where this came from, just by the pencil price mark. This came from the 2019 dealer buyout I did. That thing is still paying off big time, and I still have tens and tens of thousands of postcards to list and sell from that lot. Okay, this is Route 66 Linen Motel. I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Is it? Oh, might as well. Tucumari. Beautiful. New Mexico. It seems like Route 66 postcards have been kind of soft over the last year or two. I did not pay $5. This came from that postcard dealer buyout from 2019, so I probably paid pennies for this card. $23.99 for that one. Next, Henry Zook. This is Elverson, Chester County, Pennsylvania. It's a ad for this buggy dealer. It's really not even a postcard. It's just an ad. I've seen these where they're folding, 2 folding panels. $2.99. Some guy bought 9 of them, and I have probably another 20 or 30 more of these. I got these in a huge, went to a postcard auction in August. Probably have a video on it. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a video on it. Paid $2,000 for probably 50, 60,000 postcards, and they came from a huge postcard dealer in the Maryland area who died probably 20 years ago. So his estate, I think they went to his wife, and then she just recently died, and her estate sold them. There were 3 auctions. I missed the first 2, but made it to the second one and did pretty well. This is Coronado, California, Ocean Boulevard, 1917 Hotel Del. Real photo. This I bought from, I think it must be the kiss of death to postcard dealers. This guy was in an antique mall. Some of my older videos, in fact there might be one that survived that I just uploaded the other day, Westminster Antique Market. He used to do, when he was still alive, he was doing 50% off. One time he came to my house, was looking through my cards, I was looking through his cards, and he was selling me his nice stuff for pretty much 50 cents. But went to look at his stuff in an antique mall again. This was probably a year or so ago, and all of his cards were 90% off, and I knew immediately what that meant. He had passed away, and his family wanted to liquidate the cards. So I bought a boatload of cards for 90% off. I suck at math, so whatever 90% off of $3 is. So that sold for whatever I told you it sold for. This is Waltham, Massachusetts Watch Factory. It's a daycare. Sold for $19.99. It's been up for a while. No idea where it came from, but probably paid pennies for it. This is Illinois Camp Grant Medical Department Field Exercises. The reason I'm doing this one, it's sold with another postcard. Got this from the York postcard show recently and paid $1 for it. And this, I believe, will be this one also came from York postcard show, also paid $1 for it, and Camp Grant. These are not real photos. So next we have, these next 2 cards went to the same buyer. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Signal Mountain Railroad trolley. There's that. There's the back. 1920s white border. $6.39. This one went to the same buyer, and it was $15. 1910s ish. Looks like I took a best offer. Sold a dental book. One of the videos was recently uploaded, was my 2013-ish dental book haul. Still selling those very slowly. I have 1,000. You can still see whatever side. You can still see the blue boxes behind me. Those are full of dental books. I believe I took a best offer on this one. I think it was like $14, and it was just a whole bunch of monthly journals from 1943. I need to list those. Take the time and list them. Okay, this is Commanding Officer's Inspection, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I think I took a best offer, probably 10-20% off of this. Real photo, probably 19 teens, something like that. So I'll say $20.99, but I'm pretty sure it was lower than that. This is New Columbus, Pennsylvania, Academy School Building, 1724. No idea where this one came from, but small town Pennsylvania always sells for me. It's a bolo. In fact, pretty much everything I'm showing is a bolo. Everything I touch is a bolo. Bolo, bolo, bolo. This is Connellsville, Pennsylvania. This is Centennial Coke Arch. Not Coca-Cola. That'd be cool. Coal. So I believe that's made out of coal. $19. Food cart. There's a food cart. Always, when you're listing, look in the background. Don't just concentrate on the place. Look at the background. Is that ice water? But food cart. That could have been what sold it. $19. What's the back look like? That's the back. Okay, next, Wheeling, West Virginia, Billy Sunday, Tabernacle under construction, day 1, 1912. Billy Sunday, I'm not sure if he was an actor at one time, but he became an evangelist, preacher guy, traveling preacher guy, and travel around the country setting up his church tent service type of thing. This sold for $18.99. This is Miracle. I don't know if I misspelled miracle. I don't know what the heck that means right there. Or is that the name of the... Looks like miracle. You don't spell miracle that way, do you? Anyway, it's a strip mall from Florida, Pensacola. I always like the 1960s, maybe right on the border there, 1959, 60, 61, something like that. I like the strip malls with the old cars. I always pick them up. They always do well. A bolo. $15. Took a best offer. This is, yep, that place in Illinois, First Baptist Church. It went for $17.99. Sold almost immediately, so I know I underpriced it. Paid $1 for it at the not DC Big Flea, at the York Postcard Show. This is a trade card, Arbuckle trade card, Arbuckle coffee trade card of polar bears. It's another bolo. Paid probably about 70 cents for this. I got this at the DC Big Flea probably a couple months ago. Whole big stack. Probably 70, 80, 90. It was a huge stack. But I bundled it with a whole bunch of other postcards. So again, I think I paid probably 70 cents for it. What sucks is you can't send this eBay standard envelope, so went with a stamp, and I still have my letter track account. This is Savannah, Georgia, bird's eye view of the city in 1906 or circa 1906, and sold for $15.99. Another Arbuckle trade card. This is of Maine, showing multi-view and some logging scenes. And $14.99, again paid under $1 for it. Love that background. What the hell was I thinking? I can tell just by that background this is probably 6-7 years old, maybe. Horrible background. But a real photo, Murfreesboro, Illinois, 1906 real photo. Yeah, it's been up for quite a while. But I think they took... I don't think there was an offer. No, full price, $15.99. Next, York, Pennsylvania, rolling mills disaster, boiler room explosion. I have a lot of these cards. I've had real photo versions of this. Disasters sale. This came from the dealer I bought out in 2019. He was trying to sell it for $15 a long time ago. I got 13 out of it. Falmouth, Massachusetts, Cape Cotter Hotel. This is hand colored. Pretty neat air view. Albert type, 1930s, and it sold for $12.99. I don't remember where it came from or how much I paid, but assume I've had it for a while, and I paid basically nothing for it. Hawaii Islands climbing for coconuts, real photo. I've always done extremely well with Hawaii real photo postcards. I think, yeah. No, I don't know where this one came from. No clue. Don't know how much I paid for it. $12.24. This is a real photo, 1910s college football team. No clue where this location is. There's no indication of anything. Might not even be college. They kind of look like college. They looked older than high school. Could be high school. I don't know. But pretty much these college football teams, real photos, basketball teams, baseball teams, if they're unidentified, they're usually 12, $15, sometimes maybe a little bit more if there's something a little bit more interesting in the view. This is Las Vegas New Frontier Hotel Casino, circa 1950s Venus Room Showgirls. So Old Vegas always sells. I'm not sure. I'm sure that hotel is long gone. I have several different varieties of these, or I've had them over the years, and they've always sold well for me. So $12.99 for that. No idea where I got it or how much I paid. This is New Oxford, Pennsylvania Road Working Crew. At least that's what I call it. I kind of have a feeling that's what they're doing. Maybe, yeah, there's a steamroller in the back there. Probably putting, I'm not sure if it's asphalt or just repaving it, or tar and chip, or gravel or something like that. $12.99, even with that big huge crease. I mean, this card is pretty much broken in half. No idea where it came from, but small town Pennsylvania, real photo, $12.99. Wikiwachi, I believe I pronounce that wrong every time. This is the underwater mermaids doing Alice in Wonderland. I bought probably 30 postcards from this roadside attraction at the York postcard show. And actually, I've been saying $1 for those cards. I bought them almost all from one dealer, and he gave a 20% discount. So 80 cents I paid for this card. I always pick these up. They always sell. So $10. $9.99. Okay, this is a postal card. This is for a service station in Zanesville, Ohio. Has some anthropomorphic animals singing, rattlesnake, frog. This is what a postal card looks like. I'm thinking, I have a book that tells me exactly when this is, probably 1920s, 30s, something like that, maybe even into the 40s. See if there's anything on here, but that's what I would put the age at, phone 49, so I'm thinking 30s, 40s. This came from the huge auction I just went to in August, so I have, again, pennies into this. When you're looking for these postal cards, the ones with advertising on them are some of the best. Since I had so many of them, I really thought they would sell, but they are selling slowly. $4.99. The one buyer bought 2, and they're going to Mexico, so I've probably lost $10 on that sale. I used to have this as a bolo, Grandview Point Hotel, Lincoln Highway. Look it up if you're not familiar. Is a bolo mat. This is a bolo. The Grandview Point Hotel, it's again soft over the last couple years, but still does pretty well. I will always buy this hotel and pretty much anything on Lincoln Highway. Just something I'm always on the lookout for. And 4th of July, oh, what did that sell for? $8.99. Used to be able to get 15, 16 bucks for these, and you still may. This has been up for a while, and I only got $9 for it. 4th of July, here we're in December, and 4th of July postcards are selling. No idea. Oh, yes, I do know where this one came from. This came from, I'm sure it's one of the videos that survived. I bought 90,000 postcards. This came from that. This was the dealer's booth number. And it's kind of funny, in that video I said it must suck putting your booth number on postcards, and here I'm in 2 different antique malls now, and both have different booth numbers, and I have almost 60,000 postcards between the 2 booths. And yes, it does suck putting your booth number on 60,000 individual postcards. So anyway, 4th of July sales all the time, $7. I put this one up on here in the Bolo video, What's Old video, because for whatever reason, this is a reproduction postcard, and you can tell that because it's from the Wayne County Historical Society, and it's showing an old view of this gravity railroad. There's a whole series of these dealing with this Delaware and Hudson, I believe. It's a canal railroad system. And I put in the description that it is a historical. First, I put up top that it's historical in the title, and it's a 1961 reprint. But I have a bunch of these, and the sweet spot for these seemed to be about $7. And I recently had someone buy, I think, about a dozen of them. So just something to keep an eye out for. Usually when you see these reproduction cards, they may not always be worth a whole bunch of money. The original view of this would be, worth decent money. But anyway, keep an eye out for those. Just put this one on there, the Lord's Prayer. And I think Grafton, West Virginia. Yeah, Grafton, West Virginia is one of those places you want to keep an eye out for. But the reason I put this on here, this also came from the auction I went to in August. It was an old dealer, and he had quantities. So some of these cards I have, 100 of. This one I think I had actually about a dozen, and some guy came in and bought a whole bunch. I relisted them and came back and bought some more. They're giving them as gifts. $2.99, so I sold, I don't know, like I said, probably about 10 of them, so $30. Paid pennies for them. God, I can't believe I'm at 23 minutes already. Okay, this is Merry Christmas, Pink Perfection, Arts and Crafts. Just the style is Arts and Crafts. Looks like there's some foxing on this, probably while I only listed it or took a $5 offer on it. There's something about these Arts and Crafts ones. Some of my favorite, even though I don't collect anything. Pink Perfection is someone you need to keep an eye out for. $5 for that card. I'm going to say it, and I think y'all need to probably get your Queen Elizabeth stuff listed. I don't want to be the harbinger of bad news, but I just have a feeling... was she 100? She 90? I can't remember how old she is, but she's had some health issues. And when she passes, I think stuff's going to sell. So anyway, I put up a whole bunch of Queen Elizabeth cards. I've sold several. I priced them high too. You can call me a ghoul, opportunist, whatever. Just put them up. This one it's $4 just because of the damage to it. So put your Queen Elizabeth stuff up. Reason I showing this on the What Sold video, again, this came from the auction from the dealer. I have multiple quantities. I had 10 available, where I actually have probably 40 or 50. Just World War II humor comic. I don't know what. I can't remember my Roman numerals if that's 1940 or 50. But anyway, these military humor cards always do well. Here's another one. I've probably 50 of these cards, maybe more. Sailor getting a shot in his girly tattoo. No idea who the artist is, but I've been routinely selling these, again, for $2.99 for that one. And this also came from that August auction. Again, have 40, 50 or so of these Air Force bombers. I think it's a bomber. Yeah, B-36. Says I've sold one, but I had ended relisted this card, and I think I originally had 10. So we'll go, like I said, I had, I think, 13 sales on HIP for 132. This is Chevron dealer automobile service station, saying that your car is due for service. There it is. $15 for that card. This is an Ellen Clapsaddle, St. Patrick's Day. There's Ellen Clapsaddle's signature. Bunch of people in a blimp. No idea where it came from, how much I paid for it, but $10.99. Probably could have sneaked a little bit more out of that, but truthfully, I don't think St. Patrick's Day, it's been soft also for me. And then another one, Bellport Long Island Yacht Club, 1940s. So a linen card. No deal, no clue. Idea is the word I'm looking for, where that came from. So there you have it. Sales for the week with HIP. So we're looking at about $15.50 for postcards. Pretty good. Okay. Thank you for watching. That will be all.